Did I do it right this time? You're gosh darn right I did, because I can see my mouth moving and you can hear me. Hi! Welcome to the Couch of Randomness.
I don't know how to feel about that.
No one should know how to feel about that. I'm John, that's Rose, and we don't know how to feel about anything. It's beautiful. It's lovely. And it's something that we just do where we hang out every single week with you, the Spuddy Buddies, talking about life, games, movies, worst experiences. That's what I titled this episode. We'll see if we go on that one.
Oh. I'm just here like, where are you? Oh, yeah?
Yeah. There's things that are happening that are the worst experiences, and it freaking kills me. But I hope you're having a great day so far, wherever you're listening to this, whether it's live right now on Wednesday at 6 p.m. Central, here on CouchCapades, YouTube, or Twitch, or if you're listening to later on podcast services. Either one of those works. We love you. Smoochy Magoochies.
Exactly.
It's one of those things. You smooch, you magooch, and you talk about your day.
Is that really what you do? Is that really how it goes? Because I don't know about that one.
You know what? I don't know about that one either, but it's one of those things. You do, you talk, and you magooch. Hi. Betsy.
What's up, guys?
Hello.
Ranby.
Baby.
Ranby.
Why'd I go baby? I don't know. I'm crazy. I'm dying.
We're aware. It's okay.
It's one of those days, guys. It's one of those days.
Yes.
How's everyone doing?
How are you guys?
It feels like it's been forever, even though I know it hasn't.
We streamed last week, didn't we?
We did. Yeah. Oh, God, thank you. Oh, my God, thank you.
Like, I was sitting there, and I was just like, I think we might have.
Yes.
I think there's a good chance that we did, but, like, my time is a flat circle.
We did stream
Time
last
is a flat
week.
circle. I don't know when your sister got married, because I know that we took, like, the week before off, but, like, not the week after. Did we take the week after? No.
No, we didn't.
No, we did not, because that was last
That was last week, dog.
Oh, my God.
No hate for me. It's one of those things, like, I was thinking about that because I'm doing back-end stuff on YouTube and all that stuff. I was like, wait, okay, so we released a side of popcorn on Tuesday, which you should go listen to Side of Popcorn.
Yes.
And then I was like, wait, okay, but didn't we also release Now to Play sometime? And I was like, oh, wait, no, that's right. We did that last week.
Yeah.
And the week before was Superman, the first Superman with Side of Popcorn.
On a Side of Popcorn,
And I was like, okay. Trying to get the new schedule kind of set in my head.
It's tough.
It is very...
It's tough. I'm having fun with it overall, but like...
From what we...
There's a lot now.
What we're doing to what we're doing now, it is 100% a lot. Please let us know, too, if we're clipping on you guys. I don't think we should be.
Yeah. Clipping means... What does it sound like?
Our voices are just like hitting a point and it sounds weird.
If it sounds weird or garbled.
Let me know, because
Let us know. Let John know, because I can't do anything.
I turned up the mics on the streaming side, but there's a ceiling that we're not hitting with what we use with the mics. So I don't know if we sound differently. I wanted us to be a little bit louder because I did notice last week we were a little quieter. So
sure,
I'm balancing everything out. So
John is doing sound stuff.
I'm doing sound stuff.
So let us know if sound is not good or weird.
Yeah, time doesn't exist. God.
Oh, God.
Some days I feel that way. Bosley, what's up? Smoochy Magoochies?
Smoochy Magooch.
Smoochy
or
Magooch.
Smoochy Magoochie.
Yep. It's one of those things. You don't ask what John says.
It's a Johnism. He's had it for years. I don't know. I think for longer than I've been around. I don't know where you got that one from.
Magoochies was probably a Jay and Silent Bob thing.
Okay.
I think I got that one for there. So yeah, longer since we've been together.
Okay.
It's been around longer since we've been together. I would assume.
There
I'm
we
not
go.
100% sure. It was at that point where we
Magooch is from something else. So I don't know how you evolved it to Smoochy Magoochie. There was some kind of dumb comedy in like the 90s or early 2000s that said something about Magooch. Or Magoochie.
If you have a problem with the Magooch, you should probably go to the doctor.
Probably. There you go.
Hey, David, what's up?
How are you guys doing? Clearly we're breaking, but that's kind of normal.
Oh God, that's.
Oh, did you see that somebody's watching Crash on YouTube?
I did.
Yeah.
Good luck with that.
Yeah.
Good luck with that.
They're having fun.
More power to you, honestly.
They're having fun, and they were also confused why we did the optional level.
Look, man, when John sits down and plays a game, he focuses so hard he doesn't understand what he's doing, and then registers. Oh, I didn't have to do that.
Yeah, it was bad times. Oh, what is Genshin doing, Deviant?
I saw a report earlier today that Genshin Impact, like, I don't know what's going on now, but like they did a thing of like a breakdown of costs for you to get every character that you wanted.
No. Mm-mm.
And now there's this thing of like, oh, no. Why don't you just let us buy the damn characters? Because it's, I don't know, a gotcha. And they want you to spend the money to keep on going.
They do. Also, Betsy, I saw it go by. Very happy for you that you are in a better place now.
Hell yes.
Because, I know that last week you were having a rough time.
Yeah, no,
So,
that's fantastic.
Good to hear that you're doing better.
Whee!
Always good.
No, that's fantastic. That's what we like to hear.
Yeah.
Everyone's doing good. If you're doing bad, it's fine too. That's why you come hang out with us. That's why we'll all get together and we'll talk about our worst experiences and just shit like that. Whether they're funny, funny, haha, or just like, oh my God, I can't believe I did this. That's something I think we're gonna get to. I've got a couple that I just lined up recently. One involves the wedding, but not at the wedding, but something that we did for the wedding.
Okay.
And I wouldn't say it's the worst experience, but it was an experience that I left a changed person. And I have a lot of questions about how I've changed, and I need some answers because it's not the first time I did this. It might have been the second time that I've done this, but I don't understand why things are still going on. Steven saying they were going to require U.S. players to verify your age, but they aren't saying how, and if you don't, they could permanently delete your account. Oh, yeah, that's right, because
because they are working to pass a law. I don't remember if it's here in Texas or if it's in the U.S. that if you are under 18, you can't be on social media.
Yeah. I saw that on Texas. It was a Texas thing. I didn't know if it was a full U.S. thing. And then there's something else about,
I don't know,
anime or the design. I don't know. We'll get there. Probably something we'll probably all talk about here soon. As soon as I get a little more clarification and wrap my head around it. So
then we'll circle back.
We will circle back, and then we'll all wrap our heads around it, and we'll understand it.
We'll need to revisit this story point.
I will throw you out a window. How many story? Did you know I finally figured out what the story points meant?
Dude, I don't even use Monday boards.
I finally figured out what a story point is,
and it's no idea.
It's one of the dumbest effing things I've heard. Like, so
we're here to teach you corporate
lingo. So the story point is, and if you're listening later or doing that, correct me if I'm wrong, but there's points, like you have 5 points, right?
Sorry, I'm laughing at Randy. I like being the only one on Twitch. It feels like I'm hallucinating the other chat.
That's a good point.
I'm sorry. That just really made me laugh.
That's actually a good point. We'll circle back to that right now.
Also, hi, Casey.
Hi, Casey. If you're here on YouTube and you see us talk to someone, they might be on the Twitch side. Yeah. If you're on the Twitch side and we're talking to someone on the YouTube side, you won't see it. And it just sounds like we're talking to ourselves. Fine. That's a podcast.
Yes. Okay, so sorry. Story point on Monday boards?
On a Monday board or any kind of these.
You say that, but I can tell you right now that so far, Microsoft Planner does not have a story point.
Okay, we'll go with Monday board because I think that's what it is. It literally is like the ranking of importance, if I understand it correctly. So 5 story points is really kind of high up and something needs to be taken care of. Why we just don't effing call it something important?
That's just ranking the important. That's just high priority. It's prioritizing your list.
It's prioritizing lists. But someone wanted to be a dumbass and feel important, so they called it story points. Yeah, that's right. I called you out Monday. But you can email me at john@CouchCapades.com for something. I don't know if we'd ever use Monday, to be honest with you.
No, Danny, I completely understand that story point is a project management tool or term, but I did not know what it was.
It's a stupid term. We make fun of it. I'll be like, how many story points is that going to be? 34. I'm like, cool, great.
I don't know.
It's
just meaningless.
It really is.
It's just meaningless to me. I don't understand.
All right, so Deviant saying it came out like yesterday, so I'm sure we'll get more info,
Yeah.
but it's still right when I was excited to get back into Genshin, this happens.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's going to be the interesting one of like how does verification work when it comes to online stuff? Because the hub in Texas, you have to verify shit. And I don't even know how that works.
To me. Do you have to put in your driver's license or something?
Yes, you have to put your driver's license in, and it goes into a server for the state of Texas. And I'm like, not a chance on God's green earth would I give you my driver's license. Also, you kind of technically already have it because I live in the state.
Right.
But why would I put my stuff in a server for you to do when we could do something better? I'm not 100% sure.
Let's get some online ID cards or just something.
That's
I don't know,
craziest
man.
thing to me.
I don't know what the solution is, but so far, not this.
Right? Not this at all.
Not this. Whatever else it is.
your hallucinations, Case jumping in on the Twitch side, helping out with those hallucinations. Maybe we're all just an hallucination.
Maybe. How can they do it legally? John, I learned more about corn from you than I think is healthy. Right? I had to explain this to my coworkers, and I'm just there like, oh God, I'm the only one who knows this. What's wrong with my husband?
I like to be in the know when it comes to tech. Dude, I've read a couple different articles on technology and how you can what would make more sense. And I'm not an expert. I'm really, really not. I don't have a degree in any of that stuff, but there's different ways that you can age verify without giving out that information. Like you can age verify by using a device. Like device verification is something. What I read, this was like 2 years ago or 3 years ago when the hub went down in Texas. I was like, well, how does this work? And so there's multiple articles and like you can age verify on your phone. And that's a way to go around it without actually giving out your like IDs and stuff like that. Yeah. So like it's saved locally on the phone, and the website just kind of grabs a specific line of code, I'm assuming, and it just goes, oh yeah, John is 38. He can go to the hub. Oh God, why?
But then how easy is it to fake an identity?
That I don't know. That is something that, I mean, where there is a will, there is a way, and most people will figure it out. So
met another John at work, so I now know 3 Johns.
Look,
without the H? Is the full name Jonathan, or is it just John?
We are slowly collecting and becoming one hive mind, the Johns.
Oh God. Nobody needs that.
He can go to the hub. I mean, if I'm old enough.
He can continue. He is of age.
I am of age to go to the hub. I bet you this was not how anyone thought we'd start a podcast. Just a conversation.
Oh, I think most people are used to it by now. So it's John without an H, and she confirmed that it's not a nickname.
Okay. Well, that's fantastic.
There you go.
Hell yes. That makes me feel
great
better.
Name.
We are starting to build up. It's not Jonathan. It's not John with an H. It's just John. Hell yes. This is what we need in this world. More Johns.
Mm-hmm. So 3 Johns.
3 Johns. I'm going to be honest. I only know I don't know any other Johns with that Jon.
Oh, I've met 1 or 2.
Really?
Yeah.
So lonely. I'm so lonely.
Okay, so you wanted to talk about your worst experience, something that happened around your sister's wedding. Why are you sitting like that?
Okay, so here we go. What I want for everyone, think of your worst experience. It doesn't have to be like super bad if you don't want it to be, but something that's like, damn, that sucked. Like it's one of those things. It could be anything. And here's how I'm going to set the table, set the mood, set the vibes.
Okay.
We went and got mani-pedis.
Mani-pedis. We've got manicures and pedicures.
Manicures and pedicures for my sister's wedding.
It sounded like you said mini pedis, and I was very concerned.
There's a possibility I did say that, and I was hoping you were just going to correct me and just keep on going with life. But hey, here we are. We got...
Yes, I still have painted nails, and I need to get them off because my nails are long.
So that's okay. Was it the worst experience of my life? Absolutely not. It wasn't.
Okay.
until it kind of got weird.
Okay.
Until it kind of got weird. And
Sure.
it wasn't weird in the sense of that I was the only guy in this whole building that was in the chair getting work done.
We saw one other guy eventually.
Not getting work done. I was the only one getting my toesies, my grippers, and my fingers done.
I had a guy who was doing my pedicure.
Yeah, no, there are people working there, but I was the only one.
There were guys working
there. There was
there.
guys working there. I don't have a problem with that.
Guys, girls, everybody.
Yeah, everyone was there. It was cool. So I learned a couple things about myself while sitting in this chair.
Uh-huh.
It was a fantastic experience. I liked my feet getting done. That was cool. That was a lot better than I thought it was going to be because I'm a very ticklish little bitch.
I like my feet getting done.
What the fudge am I supposed to say? How does it work? Okay, teach me the lingo first, and then we'll keep on going. Teach me the damn lingo.
I don't necessarily know the lingo, but it's definitely not that.
Look, if you can get your hair did, why can't I get my feet done?
It sounds like you're getting your toe hairs braided.
Oh shit.
Okay, please let us know. Getting your feet done is correct terminology. Danny, no, I can't with you.
Yes. Getting your feet done. You get
Okay.
you get your nails done. Why can't you get your feet done? It makes perfect sense. I'm
Okay.
just changing
So
one
you
more.
were sitting in the chair getting your feet
I was
done.
getting my feet done, and it was fine.
Sure.
I didn't know how hard the lady would use that cheese grater
The
on me.
cheese grater.
That
Yes.
was interesting. That was an interesting feeling.
She pulled out the cheese grater, and I was just there like, oh, John's losing some calluses.
These are things that have been on me for 38 years.
Yes.
But okay, two things.
Mhm.
We'll get to the experience part, and I have questions. Now, my feet or not my feet, but my fingers. I got my nails done. I wasn't prepared for the cuticles to get pushed up and clipped.
I wasn't expecting for them to clip the cuticles. I figured that they were going to push them,
Yeah.
but I didn't think they were going to clip them. So I don't know I don't know if I'm going back to that place.
I'm going to be honest with you. Hold on, wait, let me check. No matter how hard I scrubbed and did that, I just now got the blood off. Today.
They really kind of messed up John's fingers.
They messed up my fingers. They messed up my fingers and a little bit of my
That being said,
index toe.
you could probably use some cuticle oil.
Yeah.
I got some.
I got messed up a little bit because the lady that was working on me, she was laughing at me because the feet were great. I love that. That was fantastic. You went and got a choppy.
You went to a choppy shoppy. I usually cut them to try and get more money off you. Ask for no cuticle treatment. It'll be $5.
I didn't
Didn't ask.
I didn't know that was going to be a thing. And then all of a sudden this lady grabs my hand and just like really jamming that cuticle pusher into me. And I was like, oh, this hurts more than I thought it would. And then she just starts snipping. And then she literally goes, oh. And I'm like, I knew it. I'm like, I'm bleeding, aren't I? And my fingers were just bleeding. I was like, oh, well,
that's no good.
This is a very weird thing to go through. So the cuticle snipping, not a thing I really want anymore. I never want to do that again.
Sure.
How long does the buffing and glow stay on everything? Because my toesies are still glowing.
Yeah.
How long? It's starting to freak me out a little bit. Like I'm radioactive. I don't know if I like it anymore. I felt like a pretty princess.
Do you see how good this gel manicure is staying on my fingers?
It's very impressive.
Most of the time, if I paint my own fingernails, it chips off within days.
Yeah.
Sometimes hours. This was 2 weeks ago. Or week and a half?
It'll be 2 weeks Saturday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So a week and a half.
Week and a half, yes.
And it's fine.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel bad that I'm just like, I want this off.
Oh, I'm not going to be crap. So we've got a light over here for anyone listening on the podcast. It's to the right side of us. I can still, the light reflecting off of our wall is still making my toesies glow.
Yeah, no, that's supposed to happen.
How long does it stay? I'm fine with with makeup. I got makeup put on like for the wedding. I'm wearing makeup now. I don't have any problem with a mani pedi. I don't have a problem with that. I'm fine looking pretty. I'm fine feeling pretty. That's something that men need to do more. We need to actually do stuff for ourselves. And I'm going down this route to figure that out.
Okay.
But
see, you're supposed to be a sparkly princess.
I am a sparkly princess, but I just don't understand how long the sparkle's supposed to last.
That I honestly don't know. This is like my third time getting a mani-pedi.
So I've done it 2 times and you've done it 3.
Yes.
Like, I'm fine with it being I want to be buff the top. Oh. I guess I could just buff the top layer. I guess that's a good point. I really hope people are watching the video. You see me just looking down at my toesies, my grippers, and I'm just like,
Danny, don't tell him that. He's going to use sandpaper.
I won't use sandpaper because I know there.
What are you going to use?
There was a buff block you used to have.
Okay.
And I used that one, and that felt really, really nice.
That's what she used on you?
Well, the little old lady who tried to break my leg and arm, like, really went to town. Like, she's stronger than me. She got some grip strength, and I'm like, oh my God, I think you could crush my windpipe.
She has to. That's her job. That's what she does all day.
Her crushing my windpipe is part of the job.
No, she's just drunk.
She was very drunk.
Sparkle lasts forever.
I guess it does.
Always.
We like the glitter.
You deal with it the manly way. I don't know what that is. Danny just says the manly way.
The sandpaper or something like that. I don't know. But I was noticing that. I was like, wow. I'm still shiny downstairs.
I feel like most guys wouldn't complain about this.
No, I mean, I'm complaining to the point of comedy, but it's not super weird. But it's one of those things. Like usually, I'm used to like what you say, like.
It's gone within a week.
Within a week, it goes away,
yeah.
And I'm like, all right, that's fine. Like, kind of expensive for a week worth of pretty.
Yeah.
So I know I'm complaining in a weird way because I'm still pretty. You're goddamn right, yes, queen. But it's one of those. I thought it would the shininess of the grippers would go down by now. I wasn't prepared for almost 2 weeks of shiny grippers.
So if you are just joining us, John is complaining because I forced him to get a mani-pedi for his sister's wedding because I didn't want to go alone. And he did not get any kind of polish anything
Didn't ask for polish.
On his hands or feet. I told them no when I set up the appointment. Just a mani-pedi for you.
Yes.
I got a gel polish because, I wanted to.
Absolutely.
And now he's complaining because this was a week and a half ago and his toes are still shiny.
They are. It's very
this
interesting.
Has been your recap with Rose.
I'm just saying, it's very weird. It's very.
I feel like you didn't get the regular treatment if your downstairs is shiny.
Look, I would have been scared if you're like, all right, you're coming to the back. I'm like, no, I'm not. Absolutely no. Ma'am,
I'm staying here with my wife. Are you kidding me?
How fast
I'm not going with you. You scare me.
Ma'am, you popped something in both my
like
knees.
This tall.
Little lady, you literally popped something in both my knees, and now I'm terrified.
Like, what? You looked like you were enjoying yourself. It was fine.
I was very happy, and then all of a sudden there was a pop, and I was like, oh. That was like damage from high school.
Yeah. But how have your knees been since then?
Shit, dog, they've been great.
So we really need to get you in for a full body massage. You know what? Let's get me in too because, I deserve it too.
I didn't know that. Hold on. Wait. I'm going to stand up. I can stand up on this.
He didn't realize.
Okay. I know you guys can't see me, but you can still hear me. Hold on.
Did they put hot stuff on downstairs and it felt nice and relaxing and then they ripped it away and it felt like your first layer of skin was taken off?
I haven't done that yet. Hold on. I'm still moving
that would be a wax.
That would be a wax. I don't think I'd
How
ever
are
do
your
wax.
knees?
My knees feel great. The FNAF and Dandy World fan. Hello. How are you?
Woozy showed up too.
Hey, Woozy.
How are you guys doing?
Yeah, my knees don't hurt as bad. There's the normal, like, slighter, softer ache than it usually is. That's weird. Huh.
No, neither one of us got anything waxed.
Cool. crazy.
No.
Come back to me. There we go.
So John is now more open to a massage.
Straight up, yeah. Actually, I've always been kind of like hesitant of massages.
Next, John at a day spa.
I mean, I'm not. It opened up my eyes to having people touch me. I don't like people touching me. Gonna be honest.
Please understand, guys, we started this whole podcast talking about the hub, and now we're here. Just a normal CouchCapades stream. Welcome to it.
I'm just saying. I'm more okay with this now. I mean, the massage chair that I had to keep on starting it because I know it was only 20 minutes long, and I was there for like 4 hours.
We were there for like an hour.
Bullshit.
2
dog.
hours?
We were there for like 2.5, 3 hours.
It was like 2 hours.
We were there for a Mission Impossible. That's how long we were there.
We were there for a Superman, not a Mission Impossible.
We were there for a Thunderbolt.
Speaking of Superman, you should go watch Superman. We have it. We have a whole new podcast up called A Side of Popcorn. And we're watching the Superman movies, the old ones, and commenting about them. And John is learning how to do things. There we go. And it's a lot of fun.
Nailed it.
It's a lot of fun. We have a podcast. If you become a member of the YouTube channel at the second tier, then you can watch our watch-alongs. It's good times.
I get a monthly massage. They're amazing.
I want to.
So we might have worst experiences part 2, and that might be
God.
like if John gets a massage and this person breaks me. I'm a gentle
Let's be
little flower.
honest. Somebody is going to break you.
Look.
Like,
okay,
guys, you have to understand. I give John a massage, and with my used to playing piano for years, I cannot push that hard on him. It's very surprising how little pressure it takes. Because I've given other people massages, and it's, I'm just like, oh yeah, let me go ahead and do this, and like go a little bit harder than that even.
Mm-hmm.
But like for you start hurting on your back if I'm about here.
Yep, I've got nerve damage.
That's his defense.
Yep. Which one's that one, Woozy? Watch the
Fleischer?
Fleischer?
Fleischer? We're keeping it to movies for the moment.
Yes, because God knows I don't know if I can do TV shows.
Not yet. We have a lot of movies that we want to watch. So I'm not going to say that we'll never do series, but
yeah.
I don't know.
You're going to ask for
TV series.
Ask for a relaxing one. Deep tissue massage is usually extra and atypical.
Yeah.
So I'm not saying I don't want to get the shit beaten out of me.
You probably should not. Not your first time.
Not my first time though. No, you go saw. I gotta stop.
Guys, it's been so real.
No, we gotta stop that bit. We gotta stop that bit. All right, worst experiences ever. Give me one. Come on, you have to have a worst experience ever. Look me in the eyes and tell me your worst experience ever.
Was John almost very inappropriate? Hi, have you met John?
God, did I almost say something very different on the episode that came out today on CouchCapades?
Yes.
It wasn't blowing kisses, John almost said.
No.
And we can talk about our fence right now if you want to.
That's what I thought your worst experience was going to be.
I mean, it's more of an inconvenience. I hope the person's not here, by the way.
So our landlord decided that we needed the fence replaced, which we do.
It's been a while.
It's been since before we moved here. And she didn't tell us. And then they showed up today.
So we don't have a fence around our house anymore.
That on top of the crime scene that is our front yard. Guys, there was some kind of gas leak in the neighborhood, and to fix it, the gas leak was in our yard, so they had to dig up 2 spots of sidewalk.
Two
or three spots of sidewalk. 2 or 3 spots
of sidewalk in front of our house. They messed up the front yard.
So, like, we had the yellow caution tape with, like, sidewalk closed. Like, it looked like
it looked like someone died in our front yard.
Scene.
It's kind of
and
insane.
Guys, this was 2-3 months ago?
Yeah, about 2 or 3 months ago now.
The signs are still there. They haven't come back for them.
I refuse to take off the signs that say that the sidewalk is safe.
People have moved them out of the way.
So it's one of those.
But, yeah.
It's been a fun 6 months living at this house.
It was fine up until about 6 months ago.
Yeah, 6 months is when the dive bomb started to happen.
Yeah. Yeah, it's been a time. When I went and laid inside the yellow tape and had someone take a picture.
Torv, that actually would have been a great idea.
We definitely considered.
I wanted to do something because we've got a new sidewalk over there too. And I wanted to kind of put my hand in there or
I really considered.
Do something like that, but then I'm like, I don't want to be connected to this house anymore. I don't know if my soul will be sucked away when I go onto the next plane and I haunt the sidewalk. And I don't want that.
No.
I don't need that bad juju.
No, we did not spring the leak.
Nope. No, I didn't even know about it. We actually our neighbor was like, "Hey, do you know what's going on?" And I was like, "No." And
yeah, John had no idea what was going on. I finally got home at the end of the day and like they're out here working and I like kind of walk out into the front yard and the head guy comes over and explains to me what's going on. And I'm just like, oh, so it's just I needed to come home.
Yeah, no one explained anything to me.
No.
Okay, Woozy, I do know which ones you're talking about. Cool.
Oh, the cartoons from 1941.
Rock and roll, what is happening?
How you doing?
Hello. But yeah. So, thankfully, Danny, no, we don't have a dog.
Thankfully for them.
God. No, they're not talking about. I was like, oh my God, are we going to have Pepper?
No.
No, okay. I just thought about that.
No, nobody's stopping here.
No one's stopping here. Okay, so we're not going to have to worry about Pepper.
No one's stopping here, so we're fine.
Okay. But yeah, I don't like opening. It's been weird because it was yesterday. I was cooking dinner and I just turned.
Yesterday?
Yesterday, I was cooking dinner and there were people in our backyard and I was like, what the shit's going on? And so I walked out there and I was like, hi. And Rose will say, but let me remind you, we live in Texas. Open carry is a very real thing here in the state.
Open, concealed, like
you don't know what's happening.
Have a gun.
You don't know what's going on, so.
These people just waltzed into the backyard, didn't even try and knock on the door.
So, yeah, I walked out there and I was like, hey, how you doing? Oh, we're with the roofing company. We're here to do your fence. I was like,
that doesn't even make sense, guys.
Don't know how those two combine with what you're telling me, but okay, cool. And then he showed back up about 2:00 in the afternoon. No,
Today?
I'm sorry. It was 12 because I was watching Kind of Funny. And I just kind of see him and I'm like,
Once again, did not knock or ring the doorbell or anything.
Yeah, no knocking, no ringing of the doorbell. And then just a drill. I could hear it. He like plugged something in and I was like, I don't know what's happening. And so, funny enough, Danny and I had a call. We talked for a little bit. And I was like, you know what? He's still back there. So I just walked out and I stood out there for 5 minutes before he registered me.
Yeah.
And he's like, hey, I'm like, sup, man? What the shit?
You gonna knock on the door?
So,
yeah, we have no fence right now and who knows how long it'll be.
Yeah. It will be, the fence is gone. So the fence left side of our house.
Which, by the way, we're a corner lot.
We have a corner lot,
so the entire side is open to the street.
You can see our entire backyard.
And I'm just like, thank God we don't have anything in the backyard.
Someone can go steal our turtle.
What turtle?
We have
yeah, the little tykes thing that got left in the backyard.
The kiddie pool that we don't have kids.
It's not a pool.
Oh, it's a.
That one's the sandbox.
That's right.
Yeah, the pool is blue. That one's the sandbox. That way you could put the turtle shell on top and protect the sand.
Yeah.
But no, we assumed that they would knock on the door first. I think that's what the roofing people did when they replaced our roof earlier this year.
Yes. But nothing so far. So.
But yeah, and like our landlord didn't even say that anything was happening.
You even had a turtle sandbox as a kid.
Nice.
It's probably that one that we have in the backyard, to be honest with you. The bitch is probably 22 years old.
Got blown down here on a wind from Ohio. Jeez. Protect the sand from neighborhood kitties. Yes.
You know what? That's a good point. I didn't think about that.
I didn't either.
Huh. There's no sand in there, so
We
it's not
clearly have no children.
Yeah, I didn't. I actually did not think about that.
Huh. I don't think we even have the top for it.
No,
I think it's
the
just
top,
the bottom.
yeah, I don't think the top came with the house. It was just the. We need to move. Oh God! Why are we here? What are we doing?
Look, this house is gonna have a new fence soon.
New fence, new roof.
Yeah,
We have to move, or she's gonna jack up the price.
she is.
Oh God! So,
Like he says, the fencing guy is lucky you're not on one of the Texans with open carry.
Right?
Says who?
so well, and that's the thing. Like that was the main thing. I was like, well, people are crazy here in Texas.
Yeah.
So, unfortunate things could have happened. I am not a crazy
Seriously.
person. I am a responsible owner.
Yeah.
But, and then
But
me
still.
walking out there, I don't know who you are. You might be a crazy person who just wanted to take a look at our damn peach tree. Because that's what the woman was doing. She's like, oh, look at the peaches. And I'm like, what is going on in my
here?
backyard right now?
Yeah, people are crazy, period.
Don't remember what happened to our sandbox, so who knows? Maybe it's mine. It could be.
Could be.
Just shifted, like Rose said, flown through the wind and
Yeah.
whatnot. Landed here in Texas, and we now have a turtle.
Yes.
Give me your worst experience. Everyone, give me your worst experiences. Whether they be funny, driving, terrifying. Lean on the funny side.
Before you move, fill the turtle with sand. Then we have to buy sand.
Yeah, I don't want to buy sand.
I don't want to buy that.
I just want to pack sand and get the shit out of here. I don't know, man.
You say that I have weird expressions.
That's what, okay, Casey, that's what I'm afraid of because we actually have cats.
Yes, they're not ours.
They're not ours.
They're feral.
They're feral cats in the backyard.
Yeah.
Like, that's one thing I do like about the house is we got feral cats. We got
There's
bunnies.
Lizards. Like,
Maybe now with there's open space, I'm going to have a deer. I don't know.
we did that first year we were here.
Oh, yeah.
There
That's
was
true.
a deer that hopped the fence and made it in the backyard.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, you told me about it.
That's right. I did.
Yeah.
I completely, God, we've been here so long. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
And there were ducks.
Yes.
We had ducks
We had ducks for a little bit.
that came through.
We had the bird that made a nest right above our front door.
Oh, yeah. Lovey-dovey.
We named it Lovey Dove.
Lovey-dove. And then unfortunate things happened because wind.
Yeah.
And that
Felt
made me
really
sad.
bad.
There's a worst experience having to clean off an egg from a
God.
baby dove. I know why doves
was-
cry now.
That was just sad.
Oh, God.
And same thing happened with the ducks, though.
No, so the ducks that I remember, they just waddled through the fence and then kept on going. Like we didn't like.
No, there was another bird that had a nest like over here next to the trash cans.
Oh, that's right.
Or no, there was also one in the ivy.
There's one in the ivy that the cats got. Yeah,
Yeah.
the circle of life.
No, that was the year of the foxes. We
Yep.
had foxes
I
under
forgot-
our back.
We had the,
backyard.
we had the gray foxes that are copper.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
Well,
was
kind of copper, but more on the gray side.
yeah, that was cool. They would
Yeah.
hang out on the couch we have in the backyard.
So yeah, we don't go out in the backyard, so nature has taken its course,
And you know what? We respect nature.
and we get to watch it through the back windows.
We're not like 100 people trying to attack a gorilla. We respect nature.
The ducks came to you guys demanding grapes.
We actually, Casey, we don't have scorpions. I've not seen scorpions here.
Don't say these things.
That's true. That is, yeah. That actually terrifies me more than that. I said that out loud. I'm like, I don't want to just see a scorpion in the house. That actually scared me.
Yes.
I can take spiders.
100%.
I can take roaches.
I can deal with even the big roaches, like,
Yeah.
like
The-
my
the-
coworkers.
The creepy roaches. But if I saw a scorpion, that's one of these. That's one of the goat scream John. And
Yeah.
then taking a knife to it.
Oh no, this was hilarious. I haven't told you this whole story.
Okay.
So there is one guy on my team. And the other morning, it was before I got in. I'm usually like the third person in. And we all have multiple screens. So he's over here like looking at his laptop and like apparently getting really close to it. And then suddenly this giant roach climbs up his cubicle and he just like pushes back from his desk and just like points. And his neighbor, so the person next to him, my work bestie comes over and she's just like, "What's wrong?" And he's just like,
Look,
he just can't speak, and I'm just there like, yeah, I don't blame you on that one.
I don't blame you at all. You got invited to a roach party, but you denied it, and it still showed up. Hell no, absolutely not.
And then later that day, they were doing something like replacing air conditioners or something, and we're on the top floor, so it's three-story building. We're on the third story, and all of a sudden, like, we hear all these bangs and like people walking around on the roof. Suddenly there's this giant bang right above my cubicle. And I'm just like, what was that?
The roaches are coming.
Nobody told us. I was just like, is it about to be like that scene in Ratatouille, but with roaches? Because that's infinitely worse.
Scene from Ratatouille?
Yeah, where the old lady blows up her ceiling and all these rats come flying out.
Dog, I've not seen Ratatouille in so long. I don't remember that.
It's at the beginning of the movie.
Is it really?
Yes. It's right before Remy gets separated from his family.
No shit.
Yeah, that's how he gets separated.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
But yeah, like they told me about the giant cockroach, and I was just there like, oh yeah, we had those all over the place at my school.
Yeah, schools are infested.
Schools are disgusting.
Yes, they actually really are.
But yeah, he let maintenance know, and they came and sprayed his cubicle later. I'm just there like, thankfully. No, they put down some pesticide or whatever.
Casey's saying, Ninjas told me about a new TikTok trend middle schoolers are doing to their school computers.
Oh, God.
Frying the computers by pushing pencil lead into the charging point. John, aren't you glad you aren't at your job anymore?
That's not your job anymore.
That's not your job anymore. Yeah, actually. Yeah. Because I would be the one that would have to, I would be helping out with it.
Clean it out or
replacing that charging port. Yeah. Which I can do, but
yeah.
Don't be dumb.
Please.
There's another worst experience for most people.
Yeah.
People having to clean up because kids are stupid.
Yes.
That's right. Stupid. Don't do that.
Seriously. Caused a fire alarm yesterday at his school.
Jesus.
Yeah. It's the end of Casey, it's almost the end of the year for you guys, right?
Oh yeah, they're all getting feral too.
Yeah, they're all getting feral. Like, it is awful.
That's a good point.
I can only imagine how many people are trying to set off the fire alarm at my old school.
There's another worse experience. The end of the year school time. Kids are feral and they're stupid. I said it. What are you going to do to me? Nothing.
No, like there was always a competition to see who could actually set off the fire alarms. You know who usually won?
Who?
The girls.
Yeah, I kind of figured as much.
Just they're like, yeah.
Very sly. Betsy, I do kind of want to watch Ratatouille as well. It's been a long time.
I showed it often enough at school.
Yeah.
Because, it's French. I didn't have the French version of it, but it's French.
God damn, that is such a stretch.
No, it's not. It takes place in France.
So wait. Okay, now, if you were still a French teacher, you could go bonus points if you go play Expedition 33.
Right?
Bonus points if you could break.
Guess what? I don't have to stress about that
true.
anymore.
Now you can actually just play the damn game. It's French adjacent.
French! Have you seen the mime?
That's true.
It has the Eiffel Tower.
It has a mime.
We're talking about Michelin stars, even though they're not called Michelin. It takes place in France. And it talks about French dining and how amazing it is. And then it gives a really bad interpretation of Ratatouille because Ratatouille does not look that fancy. Ratatouille is a stew and it is messy, but delicious. It's also vegetarian.
It's a huge stretch, but it's a cool teacher move.
It's also end of the year. Like, nobody cares.
Again, feral time.
Yeah.
When the experiences were the worst.
Look, it was one of those things. I can tell you right now, I felt better about showing Ratatouille than I did Batman.
Which Batman did you show?
We're not talking about that.
Which Batman did you show?
Don't even worry about it. We only have one.
Did you show The Dark Knight?
No.
Batman Begins?
No.
Which Batman do we have?
Dark Knight Returns.
The Dark Knight Rises? You showed The Dark Knight Rises in school?
They were fine. Most of them ignored it anyway.
So wait.
Last year we also watched like Sonic 1 and 2.
Relate that to French fry.
I think we also, oh no, I was done. They all knew that I was done. The grades were in. I did not care. I was leaving. We watched Sonic. We watched Mario. We watched How to Train Your Dragon.
Oh, that's when one of the students called us out and were like, you guys have a very specific, like, movie watching habits, and most of them are cartoon movies. And I'm like, bitch, we're 38.
They were also school appropriate.
They were school appropriate. What do you want me to do? Show the human centipede?
No. Like, we would watch a few French movies, but then we were all tired. We were all tired, man. I couldn't do this anymore. Why did your voice get higher and higher? It's just how I am.
Haven't watched a superhero movie ever since Arnold was making ice puns. Chill out.
Chill out.
Chill out. Oh, shit. I've had Ratatouille. It was good, but red peppers make my stomach feel bad.
Oh,
sorry,
yeah.
Dugan.
That's no good.
Ratatouille is, in the movie, isn't actually ratatouille. It's actually a dish called confit.
You sure you want to take this? John's worst experience, being married to me and then trying to say French words.
John's worst experience, being married to you and trying to talk. Let's be honest. It's not even French words. It's not even French words, dog.
Confibialdi.
I had the confit part.
No, you had confit.
I'm sorry, that sounds a lot more French than your delicate French. It sounds like I'm choking on a seal.
Confit?
Confit.
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 How do you say seal in French?
Honk.
Fuck. Maybe that should become our F word. Seal.
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 Instead of Fred.
Seal it.
Instead of Fred, we
Instead
start
of
saying
Fred,
seal.
it's seal.
Don't seals honk? You want to know my worst experience right now? This moment. This moment right here. Don't seals sort of honk?
What?
Like seal,
What
like
does that have to do with anything?
Danny, why did he honk? Like, I was like, don't seals like semi like growl and honk a little bit? Look, I haven't been to wherever seals are at. I don't go to the zoo.
The zoo?
I was trying to think of the territory they were in.
We went to SeaWorld for our honeymoon.
In hindsight, that was a bad idea.
It was absolutely
That was
100%.
That was a very bad idea. Seals bark. That's right.
They're water puppies.
That's right. They bark. I know they don't honk.
That was very brave of you trying to say the French word.
Look.
John started to say it. Then I heard the Windows rebooting noise.
I wanted to be brave, okay? I wanted to be the pretty princess. I was scared, so I went head first into it. And then right when I said confit, I was like, nah, I should probably know myself out of this. I'll take the beatings from everyone else calling my ass out.
John's worst experience, being married to me and trying to say French words. Too much pause.
Oh, God.
It's a seal of approval.
It is a seal.
Seal of approval.
Oh, shit. Why do I do the things I do? I swear to God, like they do bark, but for some odd reason in my head, I saw the barking of a seal and my mind went like, "Huh." I was like, that's not right at all.
It happens. It happens. It's okay.
He was focused on other things on your honeymoon. The sadness of Shamu is what I was focused on. I was like, man, this is not the way we should have started this out.
You know that John is broken when he doesn't even take the innuendo.
Oh, I know exactly what I
love watching seals sneeze. They sound like they shart.
Oh, shit. Thinking about, like, SeaWorld, really, real fast. I don't remember much. I know we went and watched the Shamu show.
Yes. I couldn't tell you what else we did.
Okay, cool. I was wondering, what else did we do?
I remember getting soaked. Like, we sat towards the back edge of the get soaked line. Because I was just like, okay, I wouldn't mind getting a little wet. Like, we were 1 or 2 rows from the edge of that line. We got soaked, man. There it is. There it is. I knew I'd get him. Knew it could happen. Never been to SeaWorld. That's probably for the best.
Don't
deviant.
go to SeaWorld.
You're good. Is SeaWorld even still open? I don't know.
I thought they went under. Or like...
The water park went under. Guys, I'm very tired. That was way too funny.
Oh my God. Oh shit. What are we doing?
Oh God.
I really think it's either they don't do the Shamu show anymore because people got pissed and now orcas or whales are trying to take back the sea and I'm all for it.
Yes, they are attacking boats.
Are they still attacking boats?
I don't know. I was going to ask you.
I stopped watching internet today. That's the only reason I kept up with it. SeaWorld bankrupt? Actually, I guess I'm just good. Is SeaWorld still around?
That's what I'm doing.
SeaWorld's still open.
Is SeaWorld still open? Yep.
Yeah, the one we went to, San Antonio. $51.
Yeah, we're not going again.
God, you can't even get food for $51 in Vegas.
God. So ridiculous.
They could not ... keep it afloat. Oh, we walked into that one. That was unintentional.
We
and
did.
That was beautiful.
Yes.
One in Orlando still open? Okay.
Yeah, I think I saw that.
Nice. I guess. I don't know. I don't like water parks. That is my ultimate worst experience of actually being in a water park and doing the slides and shit like that. I just don't like that.
That's fair.
So I don't think I would ever. Why did we go to SeaWorld for our honeymoon?
Because we went to San Antonio.
San Antonio was fine.
I wanted to.
Okay. I couldn't remember.
I don't know. It's just I wanted to see the orcas and the dolphins.
Did we see dolphins? Were they in?
They're in the Shamu show.
Are they? You can tell I really don't remember very much.
I'm pretty sure they're in the Shamu show.
Oh. Huh. I really don't remember.
I remember going when I was a kid, and I think that I mixed it up with a different water show somewhere else.
Fair.
And so I thought that it was going to be more entertaining than it was.
Yeah. No, that's fair. No, I'm not throwing any shame. I was just like, why did we go? I really just could not remember. That's all. More of that one. Just
because I thought that was something that would be fun.
That's fair. I'm down. Hey.
We were young, and we've already established, if you have watched A Side of Popcorn, that I was a very dumb child.
Woozy, that's a good question. Busch Gardens.
I don't know.
It seems like it's still open. Yeah,
I was going to say.
No, Tampa Bay says it's closed.
What about the ones in Galveston?
Let me take a look.
Because that's the one that I care about.
Tampa.
That one was cool.
Actually, I think I've been to the one in Williamsburg.
Yep. Am I thinking of I might be thinking of something else.
Schlitterbahn?
No.
Okay.
I'm thinking of the one in Galveston. I think
Hold
it's
on.
like Busch Botanical Garden.
New Busch Gardens app. Read that wrong. Okay, so there's only Tampa Bay and Williamsburg.
Yeah, but the one in Galveston wasn't a theme park, so I'm guessing that it was something else. Might have been spelled different, or I don't know.
Gardens. Galveston. Moody Gardens?
Moody Gardens.
Yeah, that's still going.
Yeah, that one was cool.
Yeah, that's cool. Moody Gardens is
that one we got season tickets for because we went to Galveston way too much when I was growing up.
Yeah, that's still a thing going on. Okay.
Yeah.
Moody Gardens, yeah. Oh, hey, look, penguins!
Penguin!
Penguin! Penguin!
Yeah. Before you go. What?
Oh, I'm just laughing at us. SeaWorld went under. Oh, crap. That's great. See, this is why I like doing this. We just talk about everything and nothing all at the same time. There's no other place that you can actually do that. Maybe. I don't know.
Do it all the time at work.
I wouldn't know how to talk to anyone at work.
Oh, Danny, you see that? You don't count for anyone. It's okay. I know the feeling. John keeps on trying to start podcasts saying he's the host, and I happen to be the co-host.
I talked to her the first time today in like 3 weeks.
You got to come up with excuses. Set up meetings.
I need to just start doing that. I'm going to start randomly throwing meetings on everyone's calendar. And I'm gonna make it sound so serious. And then when I get on that meeting, I'm like, what are we talking about? Let's talk.
His boss isn't here, right? So far, my boss is pretty cool, but no, he would never. He would never watch a stream. we talk at least weekly, my guy. Seriously. I go on Instagram Reels because of Danny.
That's true. That's true. We do have our Instagram Reels chat. That's a good point. That is so dark. The comedy is so dark. It is.
And it bled through into Superman 2, the daughter cut a little bit Superman 2 as well. We discovered.
We'll message you later. Oh, shit.
Because, Metropolis is New York.
Metropolis is New York.
And the old Superman movies were before.
They really focused on the Twin Towers. Really focused on them. It got a little uncomfortable after a little bit. Holy shit. Oh, crap. You know what? You guys are the absolute best. I know it's weird, but it's fun. We do this every week here on YouTube and Twitch. If you are listening to us on the podcast services on Thursday when we drop this, thank you so much for doing that. Everyone, wherever you're at, if you're on the YouTube side, go to the Twitch side, vice versa, Twitch over to YouTube. Come to YouTube, subscribe, like, leave a comment, do all that fun stuff, and then go find it on your favorite podcast service and rate this thing because it helps us out a lot. We love you guys. See you next week and for some more randomness.